Hello everybody. I haven't uploaded in quite a minute, but I wasn't gonna make Fortnite videos forever, and honestly, here I am. But I'm gonna skip the intros and pleasantries. I'm here to tell you why you should work out. Even if you're, I don't know where I was going with that. Regardless if you're a guy or a girl, but if you are a girl, disclaimer: my videos can be more relatable to guys because I'm a dude, so this is like my experience with it. So yeah, let's get into it. So, sophomore, junior year, I'm gonna be honest, I was fucking chopped, alright? Junior year, I was less chopped, but sophomore year, I was really chopped. Like, sophomore year, I was a 4 out of 10, maybe junior year, I was a 6. 6 in, like, kind, and not arrogant, but as a 4 out of 10 in sophomore, I was like, dude, I was a class clown. I was one of those kids who would make gay jokes because I thought they would make people laugh. I heard make people laugh and they'll like you more. That was not it, bro. Let me tell you, that was not it. That was not it. Not at all, buckaroo. But, like, all around, just, no sense of style. I was wearing these anime hoodies in school, which there's nothing wrong with liking anime. Anime is cool, but as you gotta know that there's some shit that's cool. And there's some shit that isn't, and wearing anime hoodies in school, it's not a good look, brother. I'm a big fan of One Piece, but I could be the most diehard One Piece fan in the world. I'm not wearing, anime clothes at school. Unless it would have to be like discreet and really hard, but that's besides the point. Okay. Yeah, so that summer of junior year, no. Okay, no. So during the beginning of junior year, it was my first female, like real female interaction because I wasn't gay. I never have been, but I just didn't care about girls at all because I was only worried about, the game, anime. Like I said. Nothing wrong with liking anime, but you gotta know there's limits and there's more important things in life. Except One Piece. And like I said, I'm just focused on little kid shit. To be frank, I was a middle schooler until junior year. So yeah, because of this, it bit me in the ass because I did not know how to interact with girls at all. And I'm not gonna go into much detail at all. This girl was the biggest red flag that I've ever seen in my whole fucking life. And I messed up so much that it actually helped me develop what not to say to a girl. But obviously I couldn't really recognize that she was a red flag, and I would ignore her red flags. Like, to give you an idea of how much a red flag she was, at the time I was 16, she was 16. She would get drunk as a 16-year-old and then, like, accuse me and say horrible things. Like, what the fuck? Eventually I stopped talking to her. And, that was a straw that broke the camel's back for me. That was like what really got me to work out because I wanted to improve my value as a man. I didn't want that to keep me in the ground forever. I wanted to keep on growing. Because I believe what makes a man is not the clothes that you wear, not how you dress, or even if you work out or not, which I think a man should work out, but I think what actually makes you a man is your ability to fall down and get back up. Say, okay, that was sad, but I'm back up now, ready to kick the future's ass. That was like my major reason for working out, and that brings me into the next part of the video, which is like purpose with maybe relating to some of you guys who didn't have my story. Some of the more minor reasons why I started workout. Like I said, I'm a little bit of a fan of anime, and I would see, obviously, in these shows, like Naruto, One Piece. I didn't watch Dragon Ball, but Goku and Broly. It had these like big buff guys in it, and as a kid I was saying, wow, I want to be like those buff guys. I want to be strong. So that pushed me, When I started working out about a year ago, my goal was Toji. And he still is because it's a fun motivation to have. Video games, okay. So I would play these games, Roblox, Fortnite, or whatever, And I would notice that, okay, so games are very formulaic in a way. So, the games I would, well, okay, you're gonna see what I mean. All games, you're either trying to make your character stronger or get better at the game, obviously. Like Fortnite, I was trying to get better at Fortnite. Nothing, no hate to you if you're good at Fortnite. But Fortnite, Call of Duty, stuff like that. Or these games on Roblox, which was to make my character stronger. Until I realized, I'm putting hundreds, yes, I swear to God, hundreds of hours. Alright, sorry, my pops walked in. So, as I was saying, I was putting in hundreds of hours at making my character stronger or getting better at this game. And obviously being cool at video games is cool. I mean, being good at video games is cool. But I realized, eventually, why not invest all this time that I'm putting into improving at a game and improving my virtual character into improving my real life character, my most important character. Like, I just think it's so much better, you know. Nobody can really see your video game character besides your friends that you play with or whoever you play with. Everybody can see your actual character. So that was one of the minor things that inspired me to work out. And now I'm gonna, for this next part of the video, I'm gonna talk about the benefits of in my life and why you should work out. Confidence and muscle. Okay. This actually, confidence, muscle, and girls actually go in one big triangle. So if you want girls, this is the part of the video that you should pay attention about. Muscle. Obviously the elephant in the room. You know, having big biceps, having defined abs, having muscle is nice because it's not just something that you can buy, you know. Everything I have around me, I bought. I bought with my own money. I have dual monitors right here. But I bought all that, and although it's nice to have, you can still buy it. Having a cool setup is cool, but you can still buy it. However, muscle you can't buy. It's a sign that you've been working hard, kicking your own ass, grinding, and you know, having big muscles, girls like that. My first girlfriend, she loved it. She was actually obsessed with it. We actually had these stairs in the school. They would have called bicep school stairs because she noticed my biceps there one time. So like that's where we would meet up and walk together. So, you know, girls love muscle. Your bros love your muscle. Not to sound weird, but like you're gonna be like, sick gains, bro. What the fuck are you doing here? Like, I'm doing these workouts. And now, not all girls only care. Well, I'm pretty sure no girls only care about muscle, but some girls don't care about muscle, and that's my next point. Confidence. Okay, so in the event that a girl doesn't care about muscles too much, or whatever, or you just want to have the best of both worlds, then confidence. What does working out give you besides like physical muscle? Confidence. I wasn't flexing my bicep in that photo. I don't know what I was doing. Confidence. You know, knowing that you've worked so hard work, it gives you confidence. It feels good. And there's actually a little circle that I want to talk about that I've noticed, and it's made me more and more confident as time goes on. So, I started working out and I was patient. And I eventually started to reap some rewards, and I noticed some change in my body. I noticed a few looks and side eyes I was getting at school. So that boosted my confidence, and it like made me more motivated to work out. So being confident and getting looks, it led to me being more confident because I was getting more looks in school, more side eyes. And let me tell you, that shit feels good. That shit feels good for the people in the back. That shit feels amazing. Feels awesome. So yeah, confidence and muscle. For guys that are really chopped, confidence is one of their biggest assets. And they capitalize it on a lot because you'll sometimes see these ugly guys who are like, how's she got that girl? How's she got that girl? Other day I was at Walmart with my buddies after eating out somewhere. We saw this chopped big guy with this like petite Asian girl. We were like, no fucking way. Well, yeah. And I don't know the guy, I never will, but I'm willing to bet he had confidence. Oh, by the way, none of these will work if you're a genuine dickhead. Quick sidetrack. Charisma and being kind is one of the biggest things, but notice. So here's two versions of you. The skinny you that's charismatic, and the muscular you and the defined you that's charismatic. Both of them are charismatic, but obviously the muscular one is going to be better. Now, if you're muscular and you have muscle, but you're a fucking dickhead, it's not going to work, I promise. Unless you find some masochistic girl, but your best bet, that's just not going to work because you got to be kind and shit. But, my next benefit, it gives you something to talk about. This is pretty minor, but if somebody asks for your hobbies, oh yeah, at the gym, it gives you like an area that it kind of gives you like an area of expertise. This isn't too big. It kind of feels good that you can relate to a community of people improving their lives. Okay. And you can talk to your friends, and you can even put your friends on, which I actually put one of my best friends on, and we go to the gym together sometimes. That shit feels awesome. It's where you can say, okay, you make your protein shakes like this, you make your bulking shakes like this, you make your cutting shakes like this, you do these exercises for this body part, and X is going to happen for Y reasons, and Z benefits. It gives you something to talk about. I think it's pretty cool. Now, before you cut the video off, this is like one of my biggest reasons. So, working out is all about improving your life. And that's the thing, improving your life. Eventually working out translates to improving your life in general. Working out led to me to caring more about skincare. And I haven't had, I still have acne a little bit, but I have way less acne. I used to have a forehead full of acne, which I have a little bit, but like this whole thing used to be full of red blisters and stuff. My face isn't too much, but whatever. It led to skincare. Eventually, I want to start being like more of a man from a boy. So, I started caring about these fragrances. I'm not like fragrance expert. I want to be, but it led to me getting into life improvement. And that's cool because when you want to improve your life, it also makes you an expert at that other thing. Like I said, I'm not an expert on fragrances, but wanting to improve my life led to me getting into fragrances. And for a little while, I wasn't an expert, but I like really knew. I wouldn't say really knew what I was talking about, but being able to converse and talk about fragrances with other people was cool, and it gives you something to talk about, which I need to get back into it because I haven't bought one in a while. Today I went on a walk with my buddy, which I got into going on, I'm not going to say daily, but I have this park besides my house, and I go on walks a lot, and I did that because I wanted to improve my life. I started going on walks. Thinks it's awesome. Confidence and muscle. It gives you something to talk about, and you'll start improving your life in other ways. This video is already going on to a bit lengthy, so I'm going to end it here. If you want to support my channel, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I'm not going to ask you to like. I'm going to ask you, get out there and put down the cup and pick up a dumbbell.